When is the best time to buy a land in Buea? By the time you hear people start talking about a particular location or a particular land everywhere, just know that the time to buy or the time to key into that project, to that estate, to that location, to that city is over. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the best time to buy a land or estate here in the city of Buea. My name is Atega Daniel, and I am the lead marketer at Property Trust Group. I'm a top-selling realtor. I've sold millions worth of property to Cameroonians abroad, to high net worth individuals, and to foreigners. And in this video, we're going to be looking at when the best time is to buy a land in Buea. Number one, when news has not spread. So when you see a new estate, they announce a new estate, and a lot of people have not known about that estate, and it's at its pre-launch stage, it's at its developing stage, and it's just some few real estate companies or people that know about it. Everybody has not known. There's such a thing in land banking called land bubble. Land bubble is a place where everybody is keen in to buy. At that time that everybody is rushing towards that area, it means that the real profiters or the real people who profit from that location have already bought. So when news has not spread abroad, the good book says that when Jesus came into town, news spread abroad that he's in town. You see that by the time news spread abroad, a lot of people already knew him, and it was difficult now to even access him. But at the time he was in places where news had not spread abroad, you could easily access him. So it's the same thing that applies in land. When news has not spread abroad concerning a particular location, then that is the best time to key in and buy that location. The second best time to buy a land in Buea is in rising, underdeveloped, or developing or emerging locations. So locations that have not been fully developed, where the road have not been tarred yet, when people are not fully living there. The reason is because those places are quite affordable. All right. Imagine you want to buy a property in the heart of Moliko. That property is going to be very, very expensive. But if you get, to developing areas like Bokwango, like My 16, like Munya, like Bova, like My 14, you see that you can get properties at reasonable prices there. And, in the nearest 5 to 10 years, that place is going to be fully developed, and the value of your property is going to be 100, 1,000, 2,000, why not even 10,000x the value at which you bought. So when you see a rising, developing location and emerging location, please key into that area and buy fast. The third best time to buy a land in Buea is when the perfect roads, houses, schools, institutions are still on their way. And one of those emerging best locations right now is Bokwango. Bokwango is a location that is, pulling development to itself. If you check the roads that lead around Bokwango, the roads some are tarred, some are semi-tarred, some are widely open, right? And we have Biaka Legacy Estate that is upcoming at Bokwango. This property or this estate is just 7 minutes drive from the Bokwango Tarred Road and Bokwango Health Center. The access roads to Biaka Legacy Estate is amazing, very accessible. In fact, we are currently working on the roads now, and as you can see on your screen, the caterpillar is already there, opening the roads. We're going to throw some seawall right from the health center, to block the potholes, because we are going to be selling the property in the heart of rainy season, so that you, a Cameroonian abroad, you, a foreigner, you, a politician in the country, or a high net worth individual, if you come to, inspect the property, you have very good accessibility into that area. So another amazing thing about Biaka Legacy Estate is that it already has social amenities like light. There is already electricity there. It's not the half electricity where you see one cable. I mean, the main Socatel poles are already there, because I think we've transited from NAO to Socatel. So the main Socatel poles are already there. There is a giant building that's sharing boundaries with our property. There is institutional movement there. I've told you, a lot of people don't know this, and that's why you have to key into this project right now. Biaka Group on its own owns 2 hectares of land there, and the reason why they are keeping that land is so that they can migrate their hospital entirely to that place. So this is the best time to key into this property. Biaka Legacy Estate has everything I've mentioned. The news has not spread. It's in a rising, underdeveloping and developing emerging location, and also the roads are not perfect. Houses are there, but they are not, fully there, as in the development is not complete yet, but you can see houses there. People are already living there. There are schools. In fact, there is the Bokwango primary school that is there, and the place is not even far away from the Buea Mountain Hotel. It's just 11 minutes drive, not even up to 15 minutes, just 11 minutes drive from the Buea Mountain Hotel. So if you want to key into this project, this amazing location, our numbers are on the screen. You can call us or send us a message on WhatsApp. You can also check our numbers in the description of this video. We'll be waiting for your call, and see you on the next one.